Hey, this is Devin and Aaron from Cavity Colors, and you're listening to Drop the Mic.
Excuse me, we're closed. Fucking kids. No respect anymore.
I got it.
No, don't do anything.
No.
Just
Stop. Maybe you didn't hear my friend.
Did I have the early bird special?
What?
The early bird special? With a glass of water, please.
You need to go right now.
No. I can't. I'm hungry.
Maybe you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Do you have a wife that you have to get home to, Mitchell? Is it Mitchell? Is your name Mitchell?
Do I know you?
I don't know.
Just be straight with me.
I'm being straight with you. Can I have the early bird special? Please?
Get the fuck out right now. Get the fuck out right now.
You have now tuned in to our humble San Diego podcast. I'm your host, Wesley the Swan Swanson, and alongside me, we welcome back our long-running co-host, DC James Warney.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And DJ Anaris.
Hello.
This is Drop the Mic, and here's episode 209, Murder for Hire. In this episode, we will be focusing on the 2017 neo-noir film Sweet Virginia, which stars Imogen Poots of Green Room, John Bernthal of The Punisher Netflix series, and Chris Abbott of the most recent film Possessor. But before we get into this kind of hard-edged film that our own James Warney wanted to talk about, he finally was able to settle on one film, which is a damn good one, by the way. But we're going to jump into our usual news bit first to warm you guys up out there.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
All right, James, you want to kick us off with what do you got for us for news?
Yeah, so it looks like Paramount Plus, if you guys don't know already, Paramount Plus is going to be coming out with their own streaming service. Well, the network Paramount is coming out with their own streaming service called Paramount Plus, just like Disney Plus. Very similar name there. But they released some news stating that they're going to be releasing the Pet Sematary prequel, Paranormal Activity 7, Quiet Place 2, and Mission Impossible, I believe it's 7. Those are all going to be available exclusively on their streaming service. I believe they are going to be showing those. They're going to be available 45 days after their theatrical release. So they'll give it some time to get some of their money back through theaters. And then a little over a month later after they release in theaters, those movies will all be available. I'm not sure if they're going to be available permanently or they're going to do it just how HBO Max is doing it, where they're releasing those things for a short period of time. I believe HBO Max is only releasing their new movies for about 30 days or 35 days. But regardless, you can expect to see those ones or these ones that I just mentioned on Paramount Plus. So if anyone's interested in that, it just kills me because there's so many streaming services out there that you're basically, if you're getting all of them, you're pretty much paying the same amount you would pay for cable at this point. Which, now it kind of sounds like a broken record. We kind of complain that there's so many streaming services out there. But has anybody planning on getting that streaming service just for those movies alone? Wes, I know they have Pet Sematary a prequel, so that might entice you a little bit. Are you at all interested in this service.
So, it's funny that you brought that up. I had no idea that they were planning on doing that prequel, so that's pretty interesting. I was more taken aback by them doing the 3D Rugrats reboot, right? That's going to be for the same app as well, correct?
Yeah, it is.
With the original voice actors coming back to reprise their roles, that's some heavy stuff, man.
I'm excited for that. Do you know if it's a series, right, or is it a movie?
No, it's a series. It's the show, I think, coming back, I believe.
Okay. Do you are they kind of like, are they just like redoing the old episodes, or is it completely new episodes? Or are you not really sure on what they're doing with that yet?
I don't know that much. I guess that I haven't reached that far into it, but I would assume, obviously, because they're still the same age, that they're going to just maybe tell, different stories. I wouldn't say they're going to do shot for shot, retellings of the episodes, but just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's enough time has passed where I'm sure they've got to have some kind of cool ideas to, to have the balls to kind of try to bring this back, you know what I mean? And the way that Invader Zim did it, that worked out, that Rocco's Modern Life worked out. So I have faith, and it's a very bizarre, but I'm also kind of into it, the changing of the medium,
Right. Some very exciting stuff there. I'm looking forward to that and seeing what they do with that. Hopefully it's some new things to kind of keep it fresh.
Yeah.
But moving on, if anyone's a fan of District 9, it looks like we're going to be getting a District 10. The screenplay is being worked right now by, I believe was the actor who was the main actor in that District 9, Sharlto Copley is his name. It looks like he's actually him and someone else. I don't have their name on me right now, but they're going to be penning that screenplay. So very interested in that. It's going to be called District 10 as of right now. That's what they're calling it. So not too much work put into the name, but of course, I'm just excited to see another District 9 type of movie. The first one was amazing, I thought. Very cool. And I think Neil Blomkamp I think he's coming back to direct as well. So very, very excited for that. Are you guys fans of the District 9?
Absolutely.
Yes. Fucking big fan, dude. That shit was good. It's about time, and I think they let it build, maybe to let it come at a perfect time. So yeah, dude, I'm fully with Neil Blomkamp, because that shit was good, dude. Many people weren't a fan, but it's just one of those pick or choose. For me, I'm glad it's coming back out.
Oh yeah.
Basically, is this a sequel or sequel,
it's
right?
going to be a sequel. Yeah, it's going to carry on the story. I'm assuming it's going to be the main character. I can't remember his name in the movie. But I'm assuming it might be him, Sharlto Copley. I think it's going to be him trying to turn back into a human again, because I know, spoilers if you haven't seen it, this movie's like 10 years old or older than that. But he turns into one of those, what do they call them, prawns or aliens?
Yeah, I think he's kind of underrated, dude. He was in Hardcore Henry.
He's in everything. I love him in all the things he does. His roles are amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait, dude. It's going to just be hilarious to see him basically act as an alien as the whole time, and then going back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. There has been some controversy around T.I. and his wife, or I don't know if it's his wife still. Her name's Tiny. There was some stuff coming out about them a couple of weeks ago, how they kind of drug women and rape them pretty much, or get them to do whatever they want while they're intoxicated. Since then, him and his wife have denied all of these claims of rape and abuse from women who have claimed to be attacked by them. But because of that, Marvel released that he will not be returning for Ant-Man 3. No surprise there. Once something like that kind of comes out, you're almost certain that you're going to be removed from anything that you're attached to within the next years. So I'm sad to see that character that he played. I'm not really a fan of T.I. much, but the character that he played in those Ant-Man 1 and 2, I thought was pretty hilarious. He played like a really funny guy. But I mean that's kind of what you get if you're gonna do that kind of crap. Hopefully, I don't want to say that it's not true. I would hope that he wouldn't do that, but you never know. So
that's also a pretty far-fetched story for people to make up. You know what I mean? For him,
exactly
to do that to people and say they did it as a couple, like. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
And
there's more than one person coming out and saying that. I guess it's a handful of women who are coming out and saying that they remember hanging out with him. They make them sign like an NDA so they can't talk about what happens.
Oh wow!
And then they slip them a pill, and then that's all they remember. And then they wake up the next day, kind of like what the hell happened. I'm sure there's video evidence and stuff like that they probably have with themselves, but it's a sad day for that. But on to some more news, hopefully a little bit more positive. But HBO Max is rumored to be working on or developing a reboot of Swamp Thing series, which is going to be connected to the upcoming Justice League Dark and Constantine series. Because we know, I talked about a couple of weeks back that HBO Max is working on a Constantine series. You guys covered that on the episode that I wasn't on. That's going to be centered more around Constantine and that horror element. But then there's also a Justice League Dark series that's going to be coming out. And it looks like we may be getting another Swamp Thing series.
Yeah.
The first one that they just did about 2 years ago was pretty successful. But it looks, I guess, DC Universe, when they had that, they'd actually run out of money to continue filming. So that's why that show was kind of cut short with about, I think it was only 8 or 10 episodes, and they were supposed to shoot 13. So yeah, we can most likely be looking forward to a new Swamp Thing series along with those 2 other series for HBO Max. I definitely feel like HBO Max is really getting a footing in that in what they want from their shows. I'm sorry, go ahead, Wes.
I completely agree with that, but I'm a little confused. I thought CW got the rights to the Swamp Thing series.
I know that they picked up it might be just they might change. HBO Max might change a little bit, or it could just be that CW has really no plans for it, and they might just get it back for HBO Max. Because I know I had talked about HBO Max and the CW kind of working together in producing higher quality shows. Both. That might be part of their thing where they're going to be working on both ends for that. I'm not 100% sure right now. It's just, like I said, it's just a rumor. But it would make sense for them to be developing a series like that along with the Justice League Dark and Constantine, which I'm super excited for. I don't believe they have any casting news for either of those shows, but I am stoked to see what they're going to do with that. Like I said, like you said, for me about a week ago, they're going to be doing that, looking for a person of color to play Constantine, which I think is a pretty awesome change, and excited to see the difference that makes, and just excited to get some good quality shows. Not saying that there's not good shows out there, but excited to see some DC related shows.
Yes. Very nice.
My last bit of news right here, Zack Snyder had actually gone on in an interview and said that he is very open to making sequels for his Justice League. HBO Max movie that he's released.